Have you ever considered that perhaps the lack of money in your life isn't an external issue? What if your daily struggles, the mounting bills, that feeling of chasing something that never arrives, are merely symptoms? Could it be that the real blockage, the true reason your financial blessings seem held back, lies precisely where you least expect it? Within you? Before you dismiss this video or think you've heard it all before, take a deep breath and stay with me. What I'm about to reveal isn't what you're used to. These aren't shallow motivational platitudes. It's not another video about positive thinking, about believe and the universe will provide. No, today we're going much deeper. We're going to delve into internal layers you may have never accessed. We'll visit that silent part of your mind, where hidden beliefs reside, where fears you don't even admit to yourself hide, where self-sabotage occurs without you realizing it. And before we continue, let me ask you a question that perhaps no one has ever asked you so directly. Do you truly desire prosperity? Seems obvious, right? Who doesn't want money? Who doesn't want freedom? Who doesn't want to check their bank account and see the numbers growing? But what if, deep down, there's a part of you that fears it? A part that learned early on that money brings suffering, that wealth pushes people away, that those with a lot of money are unhappy or corrupt. And what if, unknowingly, you're building invisible walls around your blessings just to protect an identity you carry without question? I understand. It seems confusing, counterintuitive. After all, who in their right mind would reject money? But that's where the secret lies. Your conscious mind wants it, but your subconscious, it might be holding you back with a force you never imagined. That's why today, I'm not just going to explain why money isn't reaching you. I'm going to show you the unseen mechanisms that are sabotaging your manifestation. I'll guide you through a path of expanded perception where every word you hear will act as a key, unlocking one by one the locked doors of your mind. And there's more. Stick with me until the very end, because the final revelation, the one I'll only deliver in the last few minutes, is the most powerful of all. It has the potential to be the definitive turning point, to lift you from a cycle of scarcity and place you in a flow of abundance you've never before experienced. I'm not exaggerating. What you're about to discover can change everything, but only if you are willing to face your own shadows. Now, before we proceed, if at any point in this video, even right now, you felt that shiver, that sensation that I'm speaking directly to you, do this. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Not because I need numbers, but because this is the kind of content the algorithm needs to understand is worth delivering to more people. People who, like you, are seeking genuine answers. And if you feel it's high time to turn this game around, if you want to go a step further than what I'll discuss here, I've left a special gift for you. The link is right there, in the first pinned comment. A resource that will help you unlock this manifestation process even faster. When this video finishes, go check it out. You'll understand. Let's embark on this journey now. Be ready, because what follows may be uncomfortable. It may challenge you, but above all, it will set you free. You know what's most intriguing about all of this? Often, it's not the world saying no to you. It's not the universe that's closed off. It's not a lack of opportunities. The raw truth is, we are the ones building walls, raising barriers, pushing away what we most desire, while blaming fate, God, or bad luck. And all of this happens so subtly, so silently, it's almost cruel. Because we wake up every day with hope. We make plans, we visualize, we repeat positive affirmations, but deep down inside, there's a frequency that vibrates in opposition, a hidden echo that whispers, "You don't deserve it. It's too difficult. This isn't for you." It's like we're playing a game, but with invisible rules, A board where every thought, every emotion, every belief moves the pieces without us realizing it. And the worst part is, most of these rules were written in our minds when we were still children. In a conversation we overheard without understanding. In a disapproving look. In a lack we felt but could never name. What no one told you is that money is an energy that responds to what you feel. Not just what you say you want. It's sensitive to your emotional frequency. It's not enough to desire. You must allow. It's not enough to dream. You must vibrate in harmony with what you wish to manifest. And what holds you back? Guilt, shame, the fear of being judged, the fear of rejection, the fear of failure. Perhaps you grew up hearing that money corrupts, that those with a lot lose their essence. Maybe you were taught that it's noble to live with little, that complaining about scarcity is a sign of humility. But let's face the facts. When did scarcity become a virtue? When did financial suffering become an invisible trophy of morality? This is where self-sabotage takes root, silently, in the form of procrastination, in the guise of prudence, as opportunities you yourself let slip away due to fear of taking risks, due to fear of not feeling good enough. And the most intriguing part is the universe. It always responds, always. But it responds to your true vibration, not what you post on social media, nor the words you mechanically repeat before bed. That's why today I invite you to look inward, without masks, without excuses, without beating around the bush. Close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, do I truly feel worthy of prosperity? Don't answer with your head. Feel it with your heart. If the answer is uncertain, if there's a void, a hesitation, that's where your work begins. The first thing you need to understand is that manifestation isn't magic. It's not about repeating phrases without feeling them. It's not about visualizing a new car while deep down you're vibrating fear, doubt, and anxiety. Manifestation is a state of being. It's a profound alignment between what you think, what you feel, and what you believe is possible for you. And here comes one of the most uncomfortable truths you'll hear today. As long as there is resentment, envy, or anger when you see someone else prospering, you will continue to repel your own blessings, because what you reject in others, you block within yourself. Have you ever noticed how sometimes, when you see someone achieving something, an inner voice tells you, "Oh well, look at their luck. Look at the advantages they had." Or perhaps, that must have been through cheating, through some shady means. Every time you feed this kind of thought, you're sending a clear signal to the universe. I reject this energy. I don't want this for myself. And the universe, obedient as always, simply responds. Therefore, the first step is to cleanse this frequency. Replace judgment with admiration. Transform envy into inspiration. Begin to see every victory of others as proof that if it's possible for them, it's also possible for you. Now, let's talk about a second invisible saboteur, the fear of loss. Yes, many times we don't attract more money because deep down we fear that by gaining, we might lose. Fear that money will come and go quickly. Fear of not knowing how to manage it. Fear that people will change around you. Fear of changing yourself. And what does fear do? It creates resistance. It makes you vibrate at a frequency of defense, of exaggerated self-preservation. It makes you cling to the little you have, so afraid of losing it, that you don't even realize you're preventing new things from arriving. And how do you resolve this? By starting to build trust. Trust that you are capable of handling prosperity, that you will make wise choices, that you deserve a light, flowing, and abundant life. And that, if you ever lose, you will know how to create everything anew. Because true power isn't in the money, it's in who you become. And as you hear all of this, perhaps you're wondering, but how do I begin this transformation? And the answer is simpler than it seems. But it demands courage. You need to reprogram your mind, change your inner dialogue. Stop repeating the same stories of failure. Stop telling the world and yourself that life is hard, that money is scarce, that things never work out for you. From today on, begin to nurture a new narrative. Tell yourself every day with conviction, I deserve the best of life. I am worthy of abundance. I am a magnet for money. I accept prosperity with gratitude and lightness. And if you want to take an even deeper step, I've left a special gift for you in the first pinned comment, a powerful resource that will help you adjust your frequency and accelerate the manifestation process. After this video, be sure to check it out. Now, there's another point that no one tells you, and it might be the biggest cause of sabotage of all: attachment to the past. How many times have you caught yourself saying phrases like, "It's always been this way, nothing ever changes for me, every time I try, it goes wrong"? These phrases are energetic anchors, invisible ropes that keep you tied to an old pattern. If you want the future to be different, you need to stop looking at the future with the eyes of the past. You need to start acting as if you are already the person who has what they desire. You need to behave as someone who already lives in abundance, even if your bank account numbers still say otherwise. Because the universe, it doesn't respond to what you have. It responds to what you are. And speaking of being, here's one of the greatest keys of all. The revelation I promised at the beginning, and that I saved for this moment. Because perhaps you were only ready to hear it now. Money is not the end goal. It is merely a reflection of your expansion. As long as you pursue money out of fear, out of lack, out of desperation, it will continue to elude you. But when you start seeking your best self, when you make your inner growth the priority, when you start vibrating love, gratitude, generosity, money will come as a natural consequence of this new frequency. It's not about chasing. It's about attracting. It's not about blind effort. It's about alignment. It's not about convincing the universe. It's about convincing yourself that you already are, already deserve, already can live in fullness. And now that we've reached this point, perhaps you're feeling a mix of sensations. A part of you might be silent, processing, digesting every word, every truth, every reflection that has flowed through this narration like a river breaking a forgotten dam within you. Perhaps there's a lump in your throat, an urge to cry, or perhaps a strange relief, as if, finally, someone has put into words what you've always felt, but never knew how to explain. It's as if, for a moment, the veil of illusion has fallen, and you are looking for the first time at the real origin of your scarcity. We spend our lives believing the problem is out there, in the bills, in the lack of opportunities, in others, in the government, in the market, in the economy. But in truth, the biggest battlefield has always been internal. It has always been here, within our own minds, within the beliefs we inherited, within the stories we choose to repeat, within the emotions we insist on holding on to. And the deepest part of all this is realizing that no one can do this work for you. There is no guru, no course, no YouTube video that will cross that bridge for you. Every step, every choice, every shift in thought is a daily construction, intimate, sometimes solitary, but absolutely liberating. And here I ask you, with an open heart. How long will you allow scarcity to continue being your identity? How long will you hide behind excuses? How long will you ignore the signs life has been giving you, day after day, showing that it's high time to change? You know, there's a version of you, a version that already exists somewhere in the quantum field, that is prosperous, abundant, light, at peace with money, with life, and, most importantly, with herself. This version of you already knows what it's like to live without fear of opening the banking app. She already knows what it's like to pay bills with a smile, to make choices based on desire, not obligation. She already knows the taste of freedom, and what separates you from her isn't time, it's not luck, it's not a twist of fate. What separates you from her is a thin line, made of beliefs, made of unresolved emotions, made of patterns that you can, from now on, begin to break. With every thought of fear, you can choose to replace it with a thought of trust. With every feeling of lack, you can choose to cultivate gratitude. With every challenging situation, you can look and ask, what is this experience trying to teach me about my own worthiness? Because in the end, abundance isn't something you conquer out there. It's something you activate within. And if at any point during this video you felt as if I were speaking directly to your soul, if the words that resonated here touched you deeply, it's because your consciousness is already ready for the next level, ready to live the transformation you so desire. But I need to be honest with you. Listening to this video until the end is just the first step. The real change begins now. In the coming hours, in the coming days, you will notice your mind trying to revert to the old pattern. You'll hear that inner voice telling you it's hard, that it won't work, that it's not for you. And when that happens, remember what we talked about here. Remember that change doesn't happen in the realm of comfort. It's born in discomfort. It's born when you choose to do things differently, even when everything in you wants to return to the old place. So, before we conclude, I want to extend an invitation to you. An invitation to those who feel it's time to open the doors to prosperity once and for all. Right there, in the first pinned comment, there's a link, a resource I prepared with great care. And it could be the next step in your manifestation journey. If you felt a connection with everything you heard here, if it resonates with you, don't hesitate to access it. It might be exactly what you need right now. And, of course, if this video touched you in any way, if at some point it made sense, if it provoked a reflection, an awakening, or even a slight discomfort that made you look within, I ask you, truly, please leave your like. This helps this content reach more people who, like you, are seeking real answers. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe. Hit the bell icon, because I promise what's coming next will surprise you even more. Now, close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath and choose to remain where you are, or to take the first step towards living the abundant life you were born to have. The decision, as always, is yours.